Hey, welcome back. We have a knife here. This is the longest I have ever waited for a knife I've ordered, and it's not even close. I ordered this knife in March of 2023. It just arrived, and I trust that this will end up being worth the wait because it is a very exciting one. Now, I don't think I just did a data exposure, but I'll double check before I post this. A box within a box, well worth it here. You're gonna want as many boxes protecting this beauty as possible, I hope. Assuming it is as great as I can imagine it might be. But this is just in from VC Edge, and boy, when I ordered this one, it was not only a nearly impossible knife to get, I also got a nearly impossible number to get. Number 200, VC Edge interface, made by Jason Van Camp. I am so excited to see this. This is my first custom. Thank you, Dan. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. T.S. Eliot. I like that. That is awesome. We're about to find out just how far he took this, because this is a crazy grail build. And if you know my channel, I do not use the word grail very often. But things were going well at work a year and a half ago, and I decided to order this. That is freaking crazy. And this is the first VC Edge interface with a thumb stud. Holy smokes. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love this concept. This was a Jason design. Came up with that without any of my input. Number 200 right in there. Wow. Wait, what? You can see that through the window? Ah, that's freaking cool. He told me that was going to be in a special spot for a reason. Oh my God. What? That action is insane. Oh my God. Okay, so the first time I had my finger on the lock bar a little bit. So I gotta be careful not to put it on there too much when I whip it out. I did it again. So it is a little susceptible to the lock bar pressure, which is interesting because you don't really notice that if you're down here on the lock bar, but when you're doing the thumb flick, you're kind of like right on it. So maybe if I get my finger down here further, or maybe it's just the factor of like how this is kind of shaped. Can this be reverse flicked? Oh, so cool. That was the first time a VC Edge interface has ever been reverse flicked. I mean, aside from when Jason did it. That is really freaking cool. Now this one has a damascene steel blade. Let's go through the build here. This is absolutely insane. Let's do a little zoom in first. I think this thing just needs a little quiet camera time. This is absolutely a wild build. Wow. I think, you know, before we read the build sheet, we got to see what does this thing weigh, because this could be very interesting. This could be lighter than a regular one, or it could be heavier, given the metal that's inlaid in there. Oh my God. 1.42 ounces. So here's a regular build, V3. 1.52 ounces. So he's actually managed to make this even lighter. Oh, that is crazy. Man, it feels really good in hand too. Okay, let's read through this insane build that Jason put together here. So we have a DS93X. So that's like the damascene steel that's in the blade. Crazy looking to have damascene steel in there instead of just a regular, you know, steel by comparison. That is just absolutely wild looking there. So you have the damascene steel on the blade. Fat carbon border. Okay, so I guess that would be, oh, what the, I didn't even notice that. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's crazy. That's so cool on the side cut carbon. So it's side cut carbon, which is why it looks so interesting from this angle. And it looks even cooler from the side there. That is freaking crazy. By the way, I hope you noticed this inlay in here versus the regular one. That's pretty wild too. That knife is crazy. All right, what else do we have here? Fat carbon border, thumb stud, titanium windowed. So this is the thumb stud, the titanium window with the thumb stud. Can roll it out too. Yeah, the less you're on the lock bar, the easier it is to roll out, but I imagine that will also like wear in a little bit. Damascus tab inlay, so that's here. VC edge side grain with fat carbon border. Titanium window frame. So this is titanium around these windows. Man, that must have been quite a process to make that work. That is really something. So titanium window frame. Colors, Damascus lock bar. So that's pretty wild there. You got the Damascus on the lock bar to match the damascene steel blade. And I went for this not being blue. I thought that would look kind of nice having those two be a little more matching on the colors. Etched. And then Damascus clip, backspacer, and pivot. So you see the pivot on both sides, the clip, and the backspacer. Wow, that is quite the build. Man, that is really something. That knife costs more than any other knife I've ever bought. So this was really to celebrate the company I was working for got acquired, and in a good way. And this was my acquisition present to myself. So I am very happy with how this turned out. This is really something to behold. And you know, waiting a year and a half, you do hope you get a good result. And yeah, it is really a good result. Somehow it's even smoother than the other one. Like, it's wildly smooth. I've had quite a few of these. That is just unbelievable. That's smooth, but this is like not audible. Wow. Oh, I just realized I was finger flicking it wrong too. I was trying to put my finger in there. You can just put it right in front of there and then it works perfectly. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I was totally misusing it. That's awesome. Oh, and the thumb flick too. So I was putting my thumb way up here and you just put it right back here and it pops right open. Wow, now I'm really blown away. And what a crazy design. Like, I just asked him, what if you were to put a thumb stud on here, right? I just asked him, what if we did it? What would have to change? He actually looks like he managed to do it with like almost no change in the scale, if I'm seeing it right. But not only did he do it, he freaking went for that window to match the rest of the knife. Like, that is just, this guy does stuff. I mean, look, there's been some kerfuffle lately because Jason's been behind on delivering. But my gosh, when he delivers, he certainly freaking delivers. That's unbelievable. Look at that. The first VC Edge interface being reverse flicked out in the wild. So cool. Oh my God, it takes a knife that's so cool and it makes it that much cooler. Like this is what this knife was meant to be. I love his, it's by far my favorite flipper knife I've ever handled, but man, this just got 3 times cooler. It's funny that I was kind of misusing it on the rollout or on the thumb stud, that I didn't kind of catch right away that you could put your finger here instead of up here. Up here, it just kind of like pushes into the, detent. But if you're back here, you very naturally end up with a good result. And I'll show you the finger flick from the same angle, right? So, boom. Wow. Well, Jason, you risked going too far yet again, but you figured out that we could go further than we ever had imagined. And that is the case for VC Edge interface number 200. I think one of the craziest knives ever to have been made. That's really unbelievable. So thank you, sir. This is really cool. That's all for now. I'm probably going to have this one in some more videos in the future, I'd imagine. And I think this is going to be one of those knives that goes down in history, I hope, but we'll see. Very cool. That's all for now. If you enjoyed the content, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.